All right, welcome to another episode of Stock Talks from the Chart Reader. I haven't said the name of the title of this thing in a couple episodes. So, today we're going to look at a new sector. We're going to look at the crypto world. So, we're going to look at a couple of the miners, a couple of, I think there's a blockchain stock in here we're going to look at. Just a couple different places that touch the crypto world. So, hey, look, if you want to get a wallet and buy coins and do all that, you definitely can do that. You can also play the crypto world in the basic stock game, right? With your, basic brokerage account, right? So, we'll look at five tickers here. And again, I generally like to start with what I'm going to kind of call the big boy, right? So, we're going to look at Coinbase first. As always, we're looking at the daily. I'm going to hide our two lower indicators, but hey, they do look pretty good, right? We'll get to those a little bit later. So, a few good things to look at. Let's just zoom out since it's the first time we've looked at it, and then we will talk shortly about the closer up. So, look, again, literally just like every other video we've started with, right? Early April, just about everything loses the 8 moving average on the daily. And Coinbase was no different. It actually happened pretty much right before April, actually. And then, look, there was an attempt here to break it. Obviously, does not. There was a first break, but zero confirmation. A crazy fall. This right here is definitely a gap fill opportunity, right? So nothing better than a few negative days in a row that drop it. Obviously, if you're not holding the stock, it's great because generally at some point or another, we will fill that gap. So hey, maybe it might be happening now as you can kind of look forward, right? But clearly it tanks. But real quickly, it actually kind of starts to reestablish itself with the 8. Here's probably what I'd call the first break. It clearly fails the 20 and then fails again, right? And then really, again, it kind of happens. We start getting this battle for the 20, battle for the 8, battle for the 20. And it looks like the last couple weeks, really, we got the first breaks of the 8, the 20, and the 50, and then this kind of double confirmation that we see here, right? So if you've noticed on a couple other tickers, you generally beat it, you'll lose it, hopefully you'll get caught by it and work your way up. Right now, I'll tell you, there's a lot of positivity looking on coin. So I wish I made this video a little sooner, right? But a monster day. I think it actually closed at 20%. There is some after hours stuff happening, so you're going to see this move a little bit. But right off the bat, I can see really this would have been the important line. So, and look at that. It actually matches this one right here too. So this was an important break. If we get confirmation, either something a little above today or at least over 75.23 tomorrow, coin is in an opportunity to try to fill this gap right here. So where's this line at? Yeah, so really there's a good chance to come all the way to roughly $100. Basically this 100 moving average on $100. Look at that. Let me see if there's a little past there is nothing. Look at that. So that is a pretty sexy channel. If we can actually get some confirmation, there's really nothing stopping this thing at least to go to the 100 moving average. From there, like I said earlier, look, the MACD looks great, right? We're actually over the zero line. We're in the positive. And hey, that's perfect right there, right? Green is over the red, and green is starting to take off while the red is staying flat. So that is a very positive MACD. And then again, I saw it already. The RSI, same thing, right? Above and starting to take off while this thing is definitely not taking off above with it. So a little bullish on Coinbase, actually, on the daily. Let me make a couple other lines. Well, we made that line above. Let's just draw one right below. I think it's pretty much going to be that. And then I guess I'll do one more just to have it. We'll put it, oops, sorry, on the top of that guy. That's pretty much exactly where it was. Okay. That's about it. Again, we're not looking for perfection. We're just looking for something good, right? So I think these are the lines, but again, it's looking bullish, right? You can almost make a line right here if you want at just under 80, and that's actually pretty much where we're sitting. You can also, if you want, make another line right here at 87.17. But hey, just in general, these are going to be the stronger lines. So yeah. Liking Coinbase here. The next one we're going to look at is Mara, M-A-R-A. So Mara, Marathon Digital Holding Inc. Okay, so again, let's just zoom out real quick and look at the full story. Let me just hide these down here. Okay. So, yeah, look at that. Just the exact same thing, right? Early April, we lose the 8. A number of attempts to try to break it, but definitely fails. We're starting to hit the 20, but fails. And then really, it looks like the run for the marathon started a little earlier than this video was made, right? So around early July was the first break of the 8. And really, you'll see it. We've been riding the 8 for a pretty long time. We're actually still riding the 8 up. So Mara has been on a good run. It looks like it's coming up to this little cluster right here, just kind of on a quick glance. But yeah, there's a few things happening. There's definitely a cluster here. There's definitely a cluster here. I would not want to go lower than that. And then I think we'll use this big boy here. I think this is a good 4 lines for Marathon. You can kind of see the opposite of Coinbase, right? Coinbase looks like it's about to start taking off. Marathon, like I said, it definitely took off in this early July once it really broke the 8. And nothing you love to see more than something riding the 8 up. The worst thing is riding below the 8. Obviously, riding above the 8 is beautiful. So Marathon, a little tight here. I think there might be some better hunting out there, but definitely still looking positive. It really is. Again, MACD not quite as positive as Coinbase, but hey, green is over the red. And then what does the RSI look like? Honestly, RSI is nothing spectacular. I have to zoom in. I can't even tell what's above. But again, you see the difference with a stock that looks like it's looking bullish with Coin that we just did, and then Marathon, which really isn't at this point because, again, the run happened, right? Once it broke, what was it, basically this one, yeah, it did its thing. So watch the other one over this one. Let's look into RIOT. So this is a blockchain stock. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna pretend I know the difference between blockchain and all that sort of stuff, right? But these are all stocks in a sector, and as the coins themselves do well, the ticker should do well, right? So I'm actually liking what I'm seeing here. Obviously, look, again, I kind of don't even need to go back, right? You can already see it, right? Rolling under the 8, trying to break the 20. Here, just like with Marathon, I would say, this looks a little better than Marathon in all honesty, but just like Marathon, it looks like the break was early July, and it's just been riding this 8 pretty nicely. The one thing that I like, let me draw this line, it looks like it's pretty much on it right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly there, and it looks like I'm not exactly there, but there looks like we're a little gap fill is happening right here, right? Because the next line would be up here, and it's pretty much on the 100. So there is what looks like, I mean, almost 20% here, right? There's about $2 here. That's not too bad at all. So watch RIOT. Let's see what the lower indicators look like. That's a little better than Marathon. Not as good as Coin, but that's not too bad. RSI, I wish it was actually a little better. Generally, I like these two to say the same thing, and clearly it's not, right? The RSI here is going down. This one was kind of going up. Both greens are above, but yeah. Nonetheless, if we can break $8, I think if we can actually close over 8, there should be a good chance to run to 10. So I would watch this one, yeah. From here, we'll go to Hive, H-I-V-E. Again, another blockchain stock, Hive. And look, this one actually kind of the same story here, right? We're basically sitting what looks like right here. Actually, a little bit of a break with a little bit of confirmation as well. That's nice to see. And then the next real green is right there. Can I zoom out and get any other data? Okay, you could make some data from this. It looks like, again, I'm not going to super zoom in, but roughly it looks like I can make a line right there. And nice, it almost hits the 100. I love it. So Hive looking all right here, actually. Again, same story, right? Riding under, trying to break the 20. Early July, this was another one of those early July stocks, and at this point, we're riding above the 8, the 20, and the 50, which is a pretty good place. And look, we broke the line yesterday, and we actually confirmed today and did better than yesterday. So not too shabby, actually, overall. Let me draw some lines lower just so that we have them. But again, I'm actually feeling a little bullish on this one as well. Let's do this one. I think that'll be okay. All right, not too bad. And then the last one I have is Ebon. So Ebon, I believe, is an exchange. It's more of a crypto exchange. And this one is a China stock. So there's always a little bit of some hesitation with people that play China stocks because the way they audit their stocks and all that, right? But look, I'll tell you, this one has seen some good days, right? This thing was in the highs of the 15s, all the way at a penny stock at this point, right? Sitting at about 50 cents. Not looking as good as all the other, crypto blockchain stocks that we've been looking at, right? Clearly, we failed this 20 break, right? It looked like it wanted to happen right here. You can almost say the 50 was a pretty hard wall, for lack of words, and now at this point, we're just trying to hold the 8 and regain the 20, right? There's a couple lines I do see, so we'll put one here. We'll put one, yep, let me go a little bit lower. Here. We'll put one, yep, a little too high. Pretty much right there. And then, let me put some lower ones too, though, because, right, that is always an option. Not option, possibility, sorry. Right here. And I'll put one more. Just about right there. Okay, so here are a couple lines to use your up and down on Ebon. Really, Coinbase is the only really bullish one. I would say Mara, Riot, and Hive have pretty much already started their run. I prefer to catch it before it starts and kind of catch the rocket, right? And then Ebon, the last one we ended on, actually looking the weakest. So trying to make these videos a little quicker, and hopefully you are watching. Sorry I didn't post a video yesterday. Got a little busy with work, but trying to stay daily with these. Hey, have a great one. Trade safely. Of course, these are only my opinions and not financial advice at all.